Doorbell rings. Anna gets up and goes inside toward the front door. Rachel sees Anna coming and opens the door and lets herself in. Rachel's 4'11", thin and wiry, 90 pounds, age 62, but very muscular with dark brown hair, short, no makeup. She wears straight-legged pants and a t-shirt with flip-flop shoes.
Hey, sister, it's been way too long since I've seen you. How are you?
They hug in greeting.
Hey, I'm good.
Come on outside. I'll pour you a cup of coffee and we can sit outside. Mary's here too.
Oh, good. I haven't seen her in a long time either.
Rachel goes out to the back door and sits down in a patio chair.
Hi, Mary. Good to see you. Say, do you still give readings and seances?
Anna follows with a cup of coffee and hands it to Rachel after she sits down. Then Anna returns to her patio chair and sits. They all sip their coffee cups. Anna pats the tape recorder.
Yes, she does. And I attend those seances. So what's going on with you, Rachel? Have you rejoined Toastmasters? That's where we met. Once I got my certificate, I haven't gone. But wait, you said you were working.
No, I haven't gone back to Toastmasters. And yes, I work at the ranch not far from here. I get to exercise some of the horses there, so that's good. And I had a break this morning, so I thought I'd stop by on my way to the gym where I teach yoga.
Oh, so you are well then. Good. I like that. Mary and I used to go to yoga classes too, sometimes 3 times a week.
I loved yoga.
What made you stop yoga?
My back. Remember, I had spinal surgery, and now I'm a bionic woman.
Right, me too. I figure I've got 10 pounds of titanium holding my back together. Both of us are put together with screws on each side of the vertebrae with rods going through the tops of the screws.
We can't bend or turn. That means no more yoga.
Or anything else. So you're back working with horses?
I miss my own horse, of course. I love working with them the most. But since Bert died, I had to sell them all, and I lost my identity. I guess that was all part of my grieving process as his widow.
So that's why you climbed into a bottle?
Pretty much. But I'm fine now. At least I think I am. I've stopped my binges on alcohol, which is why I can finally work, and going to AA has helped me.
Anna leaves briefly and returns with a box of tissues and hands it to Rachel. Rachel takes the box, pulls out a tissue, wipes her eyes, and puts the box down.
AA is a good start to getting your life back.
Music softly plays Amazing Grace.
I feel like it is a new beginning of my life. It's a commitment I made to the universe and myself. You know, our life is what we make it, and I feel like I'm on the road to salvation. I saved myself, healing myself from within.
Rachel turns to Anna.
So who are you sleeping with now, Anna?
Mary exhales loudly and rolls her eyes.
Why do you have to use such language?
I want to drive the point home to Anna that she's wasting her time trying to extract love from men when sex is the point of the relationship.
What do you mean?
She's seeking love and thinks sex is the way to get it. I think she wants the reassurance that only love can give.
Tom. I'm seeing Tom, but I don't know. It's been a year and I don't feel loved by him. I'm thinking I'm going to have to break it off.
Anna, that's what you always do. All I'm saying is, think about it.
Anna turns to Mary and turns on the tape recorder.
We've been talking about our families. So, Mary, didn't you say that both your grandparents lived in that little shack?
Mary takes another sip of her coffee and nods before speaking. Interior, Perry shack, evening, different day. Grandma Perry sits in her rocking chair holding little Mary, singing softly to her.
I felt so loved by both Grandma and Grandpa. Grandma Perry spent hours reading to me and telling me stories about God and the angels and how God is the universe. Sometimes Grandpa Perry would sit in the rocker and hold me too, singing or humming. They raised me in total love. I didn't know anything else. Grandma Perry was nearly all Native American, even though she had very white skin and long black wavy hair. Grandpa Perry was all Native. He was such a sweet man when he wasn't drunk.
Grandpa Perry storms in through the front door, very drunk. He wears work clothes and heavy boots. He's 5'8", 140 pounds, age 50, with flaming red hair and dark skin, and is full Native American. He comes towards Grandma Perry in a menacing way, staggering from being very drunk, the epitome of the stereotype.
We're not letting him in, are we?
Grandma Perry puts her arm straight out with palm up.
Stop. Now!
At just that moment, an angel appears in front of Grandpa Perry. The angel, with no distinctive facial features, is a faded, translucent, light form of a person wearing flowing robes. Grandpa Perry falls down hard on his rear end. After a minute, he gets up and staggers outside and falls down again and stays there. Exterior, Anna's back patio, same day.
That's why they had 12 children, 'cause he'd come home drunk and take advantage of her sexually. He was the town drunk, but Grandma loved him anyway. But with me in the house, she had to ask the angels to not let him come in. He had to sleep outside. He was a sweet man sober, but was such a nasty drunk. So how long were you married to Bert?
About 25 years, but we lived together before that. With no children, our racehorses became our children.
Mary, how long have you been married to Ron?
Over 40 years, I think, but I dated him as a baby.
What?
Oh, yes, when I was a baby, sometimes I would fly out of my body at night just to see him.
Exterior/interior, outside over the Arkwright, New York area. Night. Mary, as a baby, is lying in her crib in Grandma Perry's shack. Mary lifts up out of her body, leaving the crib with her body still in the crib. Her ghostly form flies over the tops of the trees of a forested landscape with roads and small towns. She comes down into a 2-story home, flying through the roof and walls. She enters Ron's nursery and lands in his crib.
Ron's house was about 100 miles away. I'd leave my crib and fly up and over to his house. I'd come down and land in his crib. He was always so glad to see me with my white hair and blue eyes.
Ron's mother walks into the room and moves toward the crib. She bends down slightly as she looks at her baby son.
He had brown hair and brown eyes. He had his own room, so we played without anyone knowing. We'd play with his toys and touch each other's faces and heads and make baby sounds.
Just checking on you, my darling.
Ron's mother does not see Mary in the crib with Ron.
Every once in a while, Ron's mother'd come in and check on Ron. She couldn't see me, as I was in my astral body. And that's a good thing, 'cause she'd probably freak out.
Exterior, Anna's back patio, same day.
I've never heard of this. I believe it, though.
I think that when we met as adults, we recognized each other from when we were babies.
Interior, Anna's home, bedroom, late morning, different day. Inside Anna's bedroom, Anna and Tom are in bed under the covers. Tom is half sitting up, propped up by pillows with one arm tucked up behind his head. He is 6'2", well built and muscular, 180 pounds. Hair is silver gray, cropped high and tight, Marine/military style. As Tom speaks, Anna tosses around, then throws back covers and gets up, moving to the sliding glass doors and looks outside. She is nude.
My Marine buddy, Jerry, saw you at my game last week and asked me if I was getting a little. A little. I said I'm getting a lot.
Oh, that's nice. Then why do you want to do a threesome with another woman?
For the fun of it. When I was stationed in Vietnam, we'd go to Australia for a little R&R. Threesomes were common. Oh boy, what an adventure. Come on, won't you think about it?
He pulls back the covers and gets up, moving to the bathroom. He is nude. Interior, Phoenix restaurant, different day, evening. Anna, Mary, and Rachel are sitting at a table. The 3 women are finishing eating dinner. Only Mary and Anna have wine with their meal. Rachel has water. Anna has her cassette hanging next to her.
Working with the horses is what I like. It's hard at night, though. I still want to drink at night when all is quiet and I feel alone. So I'm taking a writing class 2 nights a week, and I'm going to teach yoga at night. And those night activities are getting me through staying sober.
Good for you.
So, Anna, how's Tom? How's that going?
We broke up.
You don't seem too upset about it.
Yeah, more disgusted than anything. He wanted to do a threesome in bed. I told him if that's what he wants, he's got the wrong woman, and that was that.
You still think you can find love by using sex to get it?
Well, I was married for 19 years. I wasn't loved then either.
Anna, you've become a sexual predator since your divorce. That's your pattern.
Mary, tell us more about your grandmother.
Anna covertly turns on the tape recorder she holds in her lap. Interior, Grandma Perry's kitchen in her shack. Day. Mary sits in a high chair and Grandma Perry talks to her while doing the dishes.
Jesus was about love. He produced healings and miracles because everything he did came from knowing that the universe is love. Everyone and everything is connected in this tapestry of love. We are all one. We want to treat each other as if the other person were us, because that person is us, just wearing a different costume. Each of us is in the flamette of the bonfire we call God.
Even the gypsies?
Yes, dear. Even the gypsies. They might seem like enemies, but they are part of God too, in that tapestry of oneness.
When I was a baby, some gypsies kidnapped me once, but Grandma Perry found me and stole me back in the middle of the night. It seems then that everyone was afraid of the gypsies.
Interior, Anna's car, driving home, same evening.
That sounds great. It's taken me a long time to get that sense of oneness. Of course, we didn't go to church much, but I'm starting to get it as I practice my meditations.
These kinds of teachings provide the means for individuals to experience a larger awareness and a grander expression of who they really are. It reinforces the sense that each is connected to every other one and that everyone is connected in the one.
It's hard to remember when life gets tough.
Grandma said you have to remember to remember.
Didn't things get rough for you? Didn't your grandma have diabetes?
Anna pulls into Mary's driveway and stops. They sit there for a few moments.
Wait, hold on for a moment. I've got to change the tape.
She turns open her recorder and turns the cassette over.
Right. As great of a medium as she was, promoting healing for others, she never addressed her own diabetes that was so severe. She never really thought about herself. Her focus was always on someone else. Her diabetes was so bad that even with me there, she'd fall into a coma. Good thing her grown children took turns checking in on her.